Taking measurements for the Honeycrisp Mittens, a sewing pattern by Disparate Disciplines. Welcome! This is the first video in the Honeycrisp Mitten sew-along. Today I'm going to go over a few tips on how to measure yourself when making a pair of Honeycrisp mittens. Now let's get started. Number 1. Thumb length. When developing the pattern, I found it easiest to measure your own thumb if you pinched the measuring tape between your thumb and pointer finger. So, slide the measuring tape to the base of your thumb, then close your thumb and pointer fingers together. If you do not do this, your measurement could be about 1/8 of an inch longer, depends on your hands. Number 2. Hand length. Measure from the base of your hand to the tip of your middle finger. Note the bone that protrudes from your wrist. You will be measuring above that bone, so that the bone will not be included in your measurement. Number 3. Hand circumference. Measure around your hand just below the knuckles. Make sure your fingers are not spread apart. If they are, you will get a measurement that is too big. Number 4. Wrist circumference. Snugly measure around your wrist. This should be the smallest part of your wrist and will be below the base of your hand and above the bone that protrudes from your wrist. Number 5. Wrist cuff circumference. If you're making the wrist length pair of mittens, the cuff will actually fall just past the wrist, so you'll want to measure about 1.5 to 2 inches below the bone that protrudes from your wrist. Number 6. Forearm cuff circumference. Take this measurement if you're making the forearm length mittens. You'll want to measure around your arm, approximately 1 to 1.5 inches below the crease in your elbow. And last, but not least, number 7, upper arm cuff circumference. This measurement is needed for making a pair of upper arm length mittens. Measure around your arm, approximately 5 inches down from the bone in your shoulder. Don't measure tightly like I did. And that's it! If your hands are significantly different in size, you may want to measure them both, or you could just measure the larger one, then take one of the mittens in for the smaller hand. Thanks for watching! Visit DisparateDisciplines.com for more tips and tutorials. See you soon!